here is the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again. And what a spot in the show to leave you last time. Our champions, our resident champions at the moment, Georgina and Francis, were sweeping everything in their wake. They'd gone through contestant after contestant, amassed £225, as well as a record collection, and along came David. Now, David won a game, they won a game, and we're in a decider at the moment. David has £55, and he's sort of taken over the board. As you can see, the champions who are blue have two segments. David has all the whites. He was just going for that letter that's flashing N to make the connection when the game came to an end. So that's where we pick it up. We play Blockbusters as we ask David whether he stands by that question. N?
Yes.
And that's the one we pick. Here we go. Who will get this one? Let's see. What N, everybody, is a state of mind desired by Buddhists? Yes, Georgina? You haven't got it, so I've got to give it to David. A state of mind desired by Buddhists beginning with an N.
No.
It's nirvana. Nirvana. And we go to another one. What N in Italy are you supposed to see and die? David?
Naples.
Naples is the right answer. That's Blockbusters. Amazing. Well, there we are. One of those questions that you did or didn't know. I must ask, David, before we do anything else, did you guess or did you actually know the phrase?
I guess.
You guessed. You've never heard of see Naples and die?
No.
Well, there we are. None of them had, but he guessed, and he guessed right, and it's got him the championship. It's got him also the chance to go down there for the gold run. Before he does, we've got to say a very regretful goodbye to two absolutely splendid champions, Georgina and Francis, £225 each, as well as that collection of records. They leave us, but it has been absolutely super talking to you on the show, and thank you very much indeed for taking part. All the very best to you both. Bye-bye. Well, David Hale from Ormskirk Grammar School is going to take that gold run for the first time. David, you're prepared and quite confident as you step down onto the gold spot, aren't you? Yes?
No.
Yes, fine. Here's the board. That's what you're going to have to be dealing with. You will be going across it like that, no doubt, in 60 seconds or less. As he knows, he's well briefed, he's got to do that trip gold to gold in a minute or less. If he doesn't do it, he gets £10 for every correct answer, but that's all in the rules, and you probably know that already. So, David, can we ask you, please, for the first time, to put yourself on the hot spot? Gold to gold, David. In 60 seconds or less, £10 for every correct answer. If you don't make it, we start our clock from the time you tell us which letters you're going to start with.
TPT.
Dictionopolis and Digitopolis are the two kingdoms in this animated film.
No. TDM.
Captain Sensible's backing group.
No. SC.
World's first big ship artificial waterway.
Suez Canal.
Yes.
HWB.
Keeps you warm in bed.
Hot water bottle.
Yep.
GT.
The long march of the Boers to the Transvaal.
No. DLG.
The Welsh wizard who gave us old age pensions.
David Lloyd George.
Yes.
WR.
Credited with bringing potatoes and tobacco back to Britain in the 16th century.
Walter Raleigh.
Yes.
EL.
Refused to run on the Sabbath in chariots of fire.
Eric Liddell.
That's right! That's Blockbusters! Amazing! Well done! Incredibly good. Very well done. Only three did you miss on. Only three did you miss on, but we'll forget that for the time being because you went right across that board. Congratulations. £60 you have, and this is the prize you've won.
David, your prize is a real pocket-sized computer. Although it goes anywhere, our machine is not just a glorified calculator, it's a genuine computer in every respect. Using a high-level programming language known as BASIC, it can be programmed to perform a wide range of tasks. Use it for everything from travel timetables to technical calculations. We're into the microcomputer age, but this is the smallest model yet.
Okay, David?
Yes, fine.
We know one of your hobbies is computers, so obviously that'll add to the collection. You're happy about that?
Yes,
We're so glad. Go back to your seat and we'll prepare to meet two new contestants. Thank you, David, very much indeed. Well, there we are. David has £60. He has that pocket computer, which is smashing. We're about to meet two new contestants, and this time they're both lads. They're sitting here at the desks, so without further ado, can I introduce you to, from Collier's Sixth Form College, Greg White and David Hatto. Greg, it says here that you think you might look for a future in television and films, yes?
Perhaps.
Possibility. What sort of future? Acting, behind the scenes, engineering, what?
Definitely behind the scenes.
Definitely. You think so? Well, you're up front now, so you're going to perform pretty well, along with David, who has ambitions to be a professional engineer, yes?
Yes, that's
Are
right.
you going in that direction with exams and everything?
Well, yes, at the moment, yes.
Uh-huh. OK, more about you later. Just look at the board, if you will. That's the one we're going to start with. I'll have to be very, very careful, because we've got two Davids with us. Can I just work this out before we start? Which one doesn't like to be called Dave? You both like to be called David?
I don't mind.
You do? OK, fine. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll say David 1 and David 2. We'll point to the ones we want. Here we go. The board is flashing. It's M, and we start with the first game of a set of 3. I wonder who's going to get this set. Let's play Blockbusters. Right, M it is. What M was the first name of the famous male rodent created by Walt Disney? David 1.
Mickey.
Mickey is right. Yes, well done. Your choice.
A, please.
You'll have A. What A was the Titanic crossing when she sank? David 1 again.
Atlantic.
The Atlantic is the right answer, yes. And another choice.
I'll have a J, please.
You'll have a J, right at the top there. Hands on the buttons, you guys. You've got to go very quickly on this. What J is a more or less polite euphemism for chamber pot? Yes, David, too.
John.
No. I get the connotation, not the right one. David 1. What J is a more or less polite euphemism for chamber pot?
Jug.
No. Have you ever heard of a Jerry? A Jerry? Well, there we are. Times change, don't they? Let's have another J. Good heavens. What J, you must know this, surely, is a session in which a group of jazz musicians get to...
Jam.
Yes?
Jam.
Jam, David 2, blue, that's right. And it's your choice, Dave.
G, please.
You'll have G at the top there. Jerry, God. What G lives almost exclusively on heather and is a game bird? David 2. Time's up. Give it to David, the other one. What G, David, lives almost exclusively on heather and is a game bird?
Grouse.
It's got to be a grouse. That's right. Simple as that. And now it's your choice.
F, please.
You'll have F at the bottom, right. What F is the name given to the pilgrims who... David 1.
Fathers.
Yes, Pilgrim Fathers is what I wanted. That's 3 in a row. 3 in a row, as far as David's concerned, fellas, means that he's almost made that connection. You've got to stop him on this if you can. Which one are you going to take?
O, please.
You'll take O. What O is a hit in the circle furthest from the bullseye of the target? David 1.
Outer.
It's an outer, and that's Blockbuster. Well, there we are. That was a quick game, wasn't it? David, sitting back with £85 to his credit. Little more on Greg and David, the other two. You've told us what you're aiming for. Does that tie up in any way with your hobbies, Greg? Or have you got other hobbies over and above?
Well, I do quite a bit of video filming.
Do you?
Yes.
Got your own equipment?
No, I use the colleges.
Do you? You want to go into the film side of things, is that it, in television?
Yes.
Would be a super side to go into. What about you, Dave?
I'm interested in it, but it's not really a hobby of mine.
No, what is your hobby? What's the main one?
Well, sports and music, really.
Oh, music again. You don't, by any chance, play an instrument?
I do the guitar.
You
as well.
play the guitar as well. What about Greg? Do you play the guitar?
No, I don't.
I'm so glad of that. We've got another guitarist with us. And all three of them are sitting there waiting to do the second game in the set of 3. Greg and David have got to win this one to stay in the running. It's E that's flashing. That's the one we start with. Right, hands by the buttons. What E, gentlemen, is recorded on a seismograph? David 1.
Earthquake.
Earthquake, right, that's it. Speed of button pressing is needed. Yes, your choice.
C, please.
C. What C are the lamb's tails on Hazel or the pussies on Pussy Willow? Yes, David.
Cat Willow.
No.
Oh.
No. You know, don't you? David 1, what C are the lamb's tails on Hazel or the pussies on Pussy Willow? You're saved. Catkins. Catkins. You almost got it. Slip of the tongue. What about this? What C is the familiar name for the material that violin strings used to be made of? David?
Catgut.
Catgut's right. That's a blue one. Right, now it's your choice.
R, please.
You'll have R over on the left. What R goes with raff and means... Yes, David?
Riff.
You're right. Riff-raff. Okay, yeah. Couldn't believe it. Well interrupted. What's the next one?
B, please.
B. Okay. What B was the family name of Wilhelm Friedrich, Johann Christian, and Johann Sebastian? That's David.
Borg.
Well, it could be. Who knows? Maybe the names of his family. I've got to give it all to you again, David. Hold on. What B was the family name of Wilhelm Friedrich, Johann Christian, and Johann Sebastian? David had his hand up.
Bach.
It's got to be Bach. Yes, that's it. Blue. Well, your choice.
G, please, Bob.
G over on the left, okay? Here we go. What G is the country where you can see a cathedral spire 529 feet high at Ulm? David 2?
Germany.
Germany's right. That's the right one too. Yep. Yours again, you two.
N, please.
N. Okay, right next door. Surging across the board, perhaps. What N is a jonquil or a young man who fell in love with his own Yes, David?
Narcissus.
Narcissus is right, yes. The anticipation is improving. What's next?
S, please.
Thought you might. There we are. Proceeding steadily. David 1, stand by. What S is the Spanish province that provides bitter oranges for marmalade? David 2 again.
Seville.
It's Seville. Yes, that's it. And we see the flashing blue light. I might say that all of them knew that one. All went for the button, but you got there first. Which one are you taking?
M, please.
You're taking M right down at the bottom. What a nice pattern that is. Let's see if it succeeds. What M has Saint Cecilia for a patron saint? David 2.
Music.
Music is right. That's Blockbusters. Well, now one musician on the panel gets that one right, takes it across as Blockbusters. £95 to our champion at the moment, £35 each to Greg and David. We have a decider on our hands, an exciting time always on Blockbusters, which we'll be pursuing in a couple of minutes' time. See you then.
Congratulations, 82. You're straight on through to the next round.
It is time to show the world precisely what we are worth. I love that part.
It's never been easier to get unmissable TV.
Very convincing.
An hour of television can change everything.
I think it sounds perfect. With Sky and Netflix in one simple subscription. No dish, next day delivery, cancel anytime. Start your 1-month free trial at sky.com.
Have diabetes? Wonder if you can have more carbs? With the Freestyle Libre 2 system, easily know your sugar values and where they're heading. Real-time readings sent right to your smartphone, and no more routine finger pricks. Manage your diabetes with more confidence. The Freestyle Libre 2 system.
What doing?
Washing machine's broken, Moose.
But squeaky.
Don't worry, we'll sort it. Squeaky will be fine.
Okay.
Poor Squeaky. When life doesn't go to plan, ClearScore can help with personalised loans and credit cards. Download for free now. ClearScore, best friend for your finances.
In the countryside where the weather is fine, it's Ribena time, so get in line. We're British black currants, bursting with berryness, all right.
Which would you choose? This supercar driving experience? Or this one from Woucher? Woucher. Save now. Live wow.
With Post Office Over 50s life cover, enjoy peace of mind knowing your family will receive a guaranteed payout when you're gone. UK resident 50 to 80, you're guaranteed acceptance. No health checks and from just £1.15 a week. Plus free 24/7 GP access with the health and wellbeing benefit. Purchase and receive a £125 gift card for amazon.co.uk, Tesco or M&S. Call Post Office on 0800 171 2211.
My family always look after me, so I look after them by lending them my Sudocrem. It's not just for babies, it's for everybody. My darling sister swears by it for eczema. The show-off uses it for cuts and grazes. And Romeo over here relies on it to treat acne spots. Sudocrem has got the whole family covered. And of course, it's great for nappy rash. Bit of privacy, please. Sudocrem, not just for babies, for everybody.
Two notorious crimes that changed British history.
I'm Christopher Eccleston, and this is The Guilty Innocent.
Oh, Queen Bee, you've buzzed too early again.
Welcome back. Welcome to the deciding game in a set of three. Just to recap briefly, David Hale, he comes from Ormskirk Grammar School, got £95 as well as a pocket computer, or he will have very shortly. And next to him, the challengers, Greg White and David Hatto from Collier Sixth Form College, they have £35 each, and they too have won a game. So they're sitting there waiting to do the decider. The game is also there on the board with the letter blinking away, so let us play Blockbusters. Right, the deciding game to see who goes for the gold run, and this is the letter that starts, the letter M, and the question, what M, gentlemen, is a parasite called viscous album? Yes, David?
Mites.
No, Greg and Dave. What M is a parasite called viscum album and grows on trees?
Moss.
Not moss, it is mistletoe. Mistletoe is the answer to that. Let's have another. What M is intended as an aid to memory, but doesn't sound as if it began... Yes, David, one.
A mnemonic.
A mnemonic, yes, absolutely right. Well done. Inspirational answer. Well done, you get the choice.
G, please.
We'll go for G. Here we go. What G has been the name of 6 British kings? Yes, David.
George.
George is right. Yes, well done. Your choice now.
H.
H in the middle. Right. What H goes before bitten, up, and luck? David, one.
Hard.
Sorry?
Hard.
Hard is right, yes. Hard up, hard luck, hard bitten. Right, where's the next one?
E, please.
E. Right, down the bottom. What E is what happened to British Catholics in 1829? Yes, David, one.
Executed.
No, it's not. Greg and David, too. What E is what happened to British Catholics in 1829 and to some American slaves in 1863. David, too?
Emancipated.
Emancipated, yes, yeah, I know what you meant. Okay, that's right. Right one. To put it in its right context, emancipation.
Right. R, please.
You'll have R. Okay, on the right. What R is 20 choirs or 500... David, one?
A ream.
Yes, it's a ream. Well done, yeah. Sometimes the interruption pays off, sometimes it doesn't. It did then, and it gives you the choice.
B, please.
You'll have B. Okay, at the top. What B is a sort of tree? Wow. David?
Bonsai?
No, not quite. David, one. What B is a sort of tree, a thing you pack shoes in, or a type of spanner?
Bag.
No, it's a box spanner or a box tree. So let's have another B. What B was a philanthropic doctor who founded homes for children? Yes, David, one?
Bernardo.
Bernardo, yes, of course it is. And again, we're all over the board. Where are you going to take it next?
N, please.
Yes, that makes sense. An N to bring this question up. What N was the Royal House of England or Mr... Yes, David?
Norman.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely. The alternative was Mr. Gunston's first name. Norman was right. The flashing light means you've almost made that connection unless they can stop you. what are you going to go for?
I'll go for F, please.
You'll go for F. Take the whole plunge. Here it is. Stand by, Greg and David, too. What F is where the Royal Navy recently... Yes, David?
Falklands.
Falklands is right. That's Blockbusters. Yeah. Well, he's the right one for interrupting, isn't he? And sometimes it pays off. That time it certainly did. £125 to his credit at the moment, as well as the prize he's already won. He's saying goodbye to Greg and David, as we've got to do, in fact, taking with them £45 each, as well as a Blockbuster sweatshirt and a Blockbuster dictionary each as well. Greg and David, smashing seeing you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All the very best. Bye-bye. Well, it's the second gold run for David. He, in fact, got clean through the first one, got a pocket calculator. Wonder what he's going to get in the second. You think he'll do it, David?
Hope so.
I think so. Glad you're smiling about it, too. Not much of a smile there at present, but I can understand it. Bit tense going down on the gold run. Here is the board. That's the one you're going to go across there, like you did last time, like a streak of lightning, in 60 seconds or less. 60 seconds or less to do that gold-to-gold link-up. Let's see if you can do it number 2. David, will you put yourself on the hotspot, please? 1 minute or less to make that gold-to-gold connection across the board. We start our clock, of course, from the time you tell us with which letters you want to start.
BP.
Founded the Boy Scouts movement.
Baden-Powell.
Right.
MITS.
A typical ordinary person like Joe Soap.
Man in the Street.
Right.
DG.
One of England's recent cricket captains.
David Gower.
Right.
SC.
The Australian equivalent of what we call the plough or Charles's Wain.
Southern Cross.
Yes, right.
PV.
The French call it vernissage. Actually, it's a pre-exhibition.
Don't know. LW.
The most famous novel written by Louisa May Alcott.
Don't know. JOA.
Also known as the Maid of Orleans.
Joan of Arc.
Yes.
CCF.
Stella Gibbons' send-up of the romantic country novel.
Don't know. TOD.
A few days ago.
Don't know. BB.
The B is, and composer of... No, unfortunate, there we are. You got balked by the ones at the end. Awfully sorry about that. The one you were going to get, the BB, was going to be Benjamin Britten. It was the composer of Noise Flood. But Stella Gibbons' send-up was Cold Comfort Farm. The most famous novel written by Louisa May Alcott was, of course, Little Women. The pre-exhibition was Private View, and TOD a few days ago was The Other Day. It was just as simple as that. Never mind, you did get £50 added to your score. It bumps it up now to 175, David. There's always consolation in not getting there. Perhaps you'll do it next time. Retake your seat, and we'll meet the next contestants. Thank you very much indeed. Well, there we are. It's always tough. You sometimes come across a group of questions, and you think you're doing so well, and then when you come across that wall, it's a wall, so to speak, then the mind starts to wobble and you don't make it. As I said, it's not too bad a thing. He's got a prize already, and he could well go on for the other gold runs, but that'll be up to our next contestants to test him to see whether he's good enough to knock them off as well. The next contestants in question being from Bournemouth School, so let's please welcome Matthew Cakebread and Anthony Hand. Gentlemen, welcome yourselves personally and your mascot on the front there. David, well, Matthew first. Can I just mention, Matthew, that I notice, and it can't be true, of course, that you want to go into the hotel and catering industry with a name like Cakebread?
Well, I'm afraid it is.
It is true, yes. Well, I promise you I won't mention it again through the course of the program. Okay. What about you, Anthony? What sort of job do you want to go in for?
Well, I hope to go into the music business.
Oh, you do? Another musician? You're not a guitarist?
Slightly.
I see. What do you actually concentrate on?
My voice and the double bass.
Oh, really? There was a gentleman named Slam Stewart who used to do the same thing. Ever heard of him?
No.
But it's not in the competition, so I don't lose anything by telling you. Right, we're going to go into the first game of a set of 3. Those are our contestants. Their hands are already on the button. So, looking at the board, finding out it's B, let's play Blockbusters. Right, here we go. B, as I said. What B is an immense house built by Vanbrugh. It's David, yes?
Blenheim Palace.
Yes, it's Blenheim. Yes, well done. Good Lord. sense of anticipation you have. What's the next one?
W, please.
You'll have a W. Watch him, fellas. He's doing this quite a lot. Okay? What W is the way short-legged people and ducks walk? Yes, that is Matthew.
Waddle.
Yes, they waddle. Indeed, they do. Well done. And it's your choice.
U, please.
You'll have U. Right down in the middle of the bottom. It's this question. What U is an island that has no people living on it? That's Anthony.
Uninhabited.
It is indeed uninhabited. Well done. Your choice again.
O, please.
Thought so. Okay, here we go. O. What O is the alley cat in Disney's Aristocrats? That's Anthony.
Oscar.
No, it's not. David 1, perhaps you know the name of the alley cat in Disney's Aristocrats. Begins with an O.
Oswald.
No, not Oswald. O'Malley. O'Malley it was. Let's have another O. What O is what you pour on troubled waters? David 1.
Oil.
Yes, you do. Oil on troubled waters. That's a good one. Which one would you fancy next?
I, please.
I, would you? I ask him which one he fancied because he's not going to get it. We've come to the end of another show. Yes, will he beat them or won't he? That's the question we leave you with. We hope you'll join us again for the next edition of Blockbusters. From all of us, goodbye for now.
Give us a clickety-click if you can still hear us. Mecha Bingo Online, sponsors of Challenge.
Hey there.
What's his name then?
Dad.
See every detail. Get 25% off our wide range of designer sunglasses. Boots Opticians.
Remember this? Can't believe we didn't always wear sun cream.
I know, right? We were too busy having fun.
Let's not regret our sunny memories.
Let's do something about it.
Number 7's Future Renew Serum, clinically proven to reverse visible signs of sun damage with a world-first peptide technology. Save £10 on Number 7 Future Renew.
Poor pet. Just shows you never know what's going to happen. That's why I'm looking into Smart Family Life Insurance.
Just like families, not all life insurance is the same. That's why we offer the Smart Family Guarantee. We guarantee a straightforward application process, award-winning service you can trust, and cover from day one. Plus, you get your choice of a free £125 gift card.
To get a free quote today, call our specialist UK team or visit smartinsurance.co.uk.
Milk chocolate beyond words. Classic recipe by Lindt.
Kung Fu Panda 4, available to buy or rent in Sky Store Premier.
I told you I'll see you again real soon, didn't I? Here we go! She's alive and she wants blood.
Who are you? Really?
The Equalizer.
Which famous faces will face off with the Chasers? The Chase Celebrity is weekends at 9 on Challenge.
"58, you've made us wait long enough. What's your final answer? Mecha Bingo Online, sponsors of Challenge.